Welcome back, everybody. Play some more Workers and Resources, Soviet Republic. So what did I do off stream? Couple things. I managed to break the entire power network and drop our happiness down to retardedly low levels. So that was fun. And Twitch has decided to run another 3-minute ad for no reason because it likes doing that. Let's see, what else did we do? So I fixed that, got that running again. Thought it was water, I think. What did I end up doing here? Let's look at the power. It was a bit ridiculous. So, ended up putting in a bunch more transformers over here because it looked like these guys were super overloaded. So we went ahead and added a few more here so they aren't so ridiculously overloaded when everything goes on. Changed up a few other things here, connected this back up, got power going again. Went over here and was working on getting loyalty up a bunch. So if we look in here, where are you at? One of these buttons, there you go. So if we look at our loyalty, it's no longer 39, 40%. It's pushing into the 45, 47, 48%. So we're pushing that up with the radio, basically. Got monuments covering not only the city, but also over here, which is how I broke the power. I tried to build this on top of the power line that was right there, and it kind of broke it when I deleted it. So, whoops. But yeah, now they get basically a boost anywhere they are, except for we haven't done the farm yet. Did some asphalting of roads here. Still trying to get the crops out of the fields. That's just a slow process. Managed to starve a bunch of people because we didn't have any crops in here, weren't making any food. And so I told this distribution office is also allowed to go give food from the customs house if it's necessary. It will default to trying to get it from here first, but if it can't get it there, it'll try and take it from the customs house. Upgraded the prison. One that we had over wherever it was, over here somewhere, was too small. I think it was actually right here where we put this new building. This one was too small, so we got a bigger one. Shortened the sentences down a bunch because they were way too long. So if you look at your prisoners in here, pull up this guy. He's got almost a year left and he's already at 0 criminality. So all it's doing now is tanking his other stats while he's in here. So I kind of wanted him to get out quicker. And if you look at the other ones, it's basically the same story for most of them. 0. He's almost out, so that one's good. How about this guy here? Same thing, no criminality. 0.5 out of 0.7. So I may even shorten him down a little bit more. Can't put him any lower than 0.2, I guess. I don't know what it is. It's like, oh no, now you can't put him any lower. I don't know why. I want to be able to like customize this, I guess. I don't know. Is there something we can do here? Make it like there. So if we drag it, maybe we could get a little more granularity on it. So there we go, 1.2. Now we can go down 0.2. I'm going to bring medium down there too. We're going to bring serious down to 1. But we're getting them all tried just fine. So let's see that this is the latest guy that just came in. Yeah, because he has no thing. So he's got 2% criminality. Every day he's going to drop that by 1.94. So he should be just fine. A lot of university-educated people going into prison too. Decided to build the Dnipro Flats, which are fantastic 90% quality with 593 people in there. Got them, made sure they're all good to services. Once everybody moves in there, it'll probably be ugly, but I think what we want to do is once this finishes, I'm going to not allow people to move in. We're going to start evac this area and bringing it over here and then build better homes here. That's kind of the plan. But we'll let that roll for the moment. Looking at industry resources, we still have ridiculous amount of crops sitting around in the field, so kind of working through them. Trying to get more workers to get up here, which is what this will probably help support as well, because they can reach the main pickup point for people, which is over here. They should be able to reach there, right? Not quite. We may want to see if we can upgrade a pathway in here or something to get them over here. Or we can pick them up from over here would be the other option, which we might do. Because I don't see anywhere that we can just get a quick upgrade on pathways to get that better access over here. Might be what we want to do is go ahead and start upgrading this to brick roads in here. Because our brick footpaths, they allow us to do 95 or 100%, is it? Yeah, so they're 95%. Gravel roads are only, where are you at? 62%, so we can get a little bit of upgrade in walking speed there if we upgrade this road, which is kind of the ongoing project we're going to work on anyways. So let's see. So you get 87 with that, or you get 87 with that. So either way, it doesn't matter. So we will probably just do the asphalt roads. Let's go ahead and kind of start a little bit of that. I don't want to cut off anybody just yet, so just do a little chunk at a time. But that's what they're doing up here, is getting the asphalt done up here as well. Mostly just to help this whole crop area get ability to move things. And then the ability to get workers from over here. See, we got passengers there that I really don't want there. No one really wants students there either. They can go away. I don't know why you're picking up passengers. What are you doing? Oh, you take them between the hotel market. Okay, never mind. We do want passengers, so that's fine then. Okay, never mind. They can go there. Yeah, so we've got some that take them from here up to here. Other things, we put in a new orphanage here. So they're getting their orphans tuned up. There's a lot of orphans, and apparently tons of them. I don't know how we've got so many, but we do. And we're running them and learning how to be good Soviet citizens and not much else. So they're going to be woefully unhappy when they come out of there, but that's fine as long as they're good loyal workers. We don't care about their happiness. We've got our bricks and boards here running fine. Trash containers for that. Up here's more trash containers. And they pull out of this guy as well. Apparently we didn't have a road on this, so we got a little pathway back here to get out of there. Yeah, other than that, that's about where we stand right now. So we're kind of waiting on this to get done. Oh, and I think we upgraded cranes too. Let's see, where's our cranes at? In this guy here. I believe we had... Yeah, some of these Gaz AAs. We went to those for road cranes. They're level 21. Which I think is better than the tower cranes we can buy too now. Let's see. If we look at tower cranes, what do tower cranes look like? Yeah, these are only 18, so don't even need to worry about tower cranes. We can just use the road ones for now until the new tower one comes out. Upgraded all this to asphalt. Most of it was just kind of waiting around for things to happen, so we did a bunch of upgrading of roads and things like that. We won't use that capacity yet, but it's there to use when we need it. These guys are pulling out of the fields into here when it gets emptied. This thing probably should be demolished and a bigger warehouse built. I just don't want to bite the bullet on it yet. Haven't decided how I'm going to do that yet. We've got about 100 tons of cows here, making us a good amount of poop all day. We use the poop for the fertilizer. Added 2 big fields and another medium field out here to basically cap out our productivity on our farm. It still isn't. As you can see, there's tractors chilling around not doing nothing, but it's getting there slowly. Yeah, that's kind of where we're at right now. Once this one gets done, we'll move to this one and, you know, keep moving down so we have this all nice and paved to get in and out of here. Put one of these little tiny bridges over here because this was taking them all the way around here, and then they come drop off and drive through. This way they can just shortcut across and go right through here and they're good to go to drop off, but much better efficiency there. Came over here. This now has all 5 of these are working in here, exporting. All this delicious oil is all going straight to the border to make us money, which has resulted in the lovely thing of no loans left, baby, on either side. But we finally came out into the black. Hooray. That was the other thing. I was kind of just sitting around watching happen. So you may have noticed maybe a year has gone by because I was just kind of sitting around watching things happen and not really doing a lot. Just, you know, making sure like, oh, we can go ahead and push loyalty up on these guys now, you know, that kind of things. That's the other thing is all our universities here are set to at least 45% loyalty for teachers. Same with the schools. That one and this one, I believe, is the other school. Oh, this one needs to go up one. There we go. Make sure you're getting them kids educated right to begin with. Hotels are absolutely overloaded, so we may even bring the price level up on these a bit just to push down the number of people trying to stay there, because they're just absolutely stuffed full all the time. Tourism is bringing in a absolute massive amount. So if we go back like a year, like this year, we have made a whopping almost 500 grand on tourism. Like, it's crazy. Yeah, 534,000 on just tourism is crazy good. Like I said, we bought a couple vehicles, not much. Sold off a few old ones, bought a few new ones. Mostly because I didn't want to build a repair station over there. So any of the ones that were just dying, we just sold them and bought new ones. Not the most efficient way, but it worked. But yeah, other than that, we're just kind of ticking things over. All right, we're at 90%, so this should be getting done fairly soon. They only need a little bit of concrete and some steel left to finish, so I would like that notify when finished. Good. What else are you guys working on as far as projects? Anything really? Not really. Where's this one? What is this one? I don't remember. Type 75s. Oh, that's these here. Okay, this one here. This one here we haven't started yet. So we squished in a couple more flats here next to the courthouse here. And then what do we want to do next, I guess is the question, right? Well, this guy never uses this rail track. He just turns around and goes back out. So I think what I want to do is get rid of that rail track to start with. Maybe one of the first things we do is get rid of this guy. All right. That just makes it a little simpler getting in and out of here. And then this one should be... Yeah, because he can come back out of there and go off on his merry way. Everything's bad. Nobody knows where they're going. It's fine. We would like to, though, probably do one of these numbers. Oh, we have concrete rails now, too, so we probably need to build these guys with concrete rails instead now. Which will mean eventually we need to upgrade all our rails, but we're not doing that just yet. We'll get there. Apparently you're going to make me do that gimped. I don't know why. cancel that, please? That looks weird. Can we not do it that way? Can we do it like a normal person would here? Can we do it? There we go. That's beautiful. Let's get that built. That means we have to activate our rail guy again here. Because he's sitting on 0 workers, so he won't do anything right now. We're going to get him rolling again here. We'll give him about 50 to work with. We're going to have jobs for him soon, right? What's the jobs for him going to be? Oh, you just wait and see. I kind of want to keep an eye on this thing, though. Just make sure that it's not going to take off while we're not ready. Okay. They got both notified, so we're okay there. What I would like to do is take said coal out of here and run it into a power plant. Because power is a thing we don't have and we need. Well, we do have it, but we're paying for it. And that's never any good, right? So let's look at our power options, all right? Where you at? Somewhere in here, right? Power. Power? Are you on fossil fuels? No. Metallurgy, no. 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 Okay, it's probably under electricity would be the smart place to look for it, right? Alright, coal power plant. So, what are our options here? 20 workers, 28 years, 24 tons of coal per day at maximum production with a lifespan and 20 workers. I think that works good. Now, production of environmental pollution, there's a whopping 40 tons a year. Now, we are looking at a decent amount of distance, but I think we need it quite far. Let's grab our handy-dandy ruler stick here and see. Let's say we put it here. What does that look like over to here? Did we actually grab him? No, we missed it. Whoops. If we say that's probably our closest residential building. That's a kilometer. I think we need to go like 1.5 or so, probably would be a good number. Somewhere out in there, I'm thinking is where this needs to go to. That is probably fine. Now, how do we want to run the power out of it, I guess is the question. I think we bring it down this way and back out this way. And then we can just kind of snake it all the way along the mountains here. Seems like a reasonable thing to do for me. So let's go ahead and plan this bad boy out. So, power. What do we need for the power plant, right? Well, probably water and all that good stuff. Use a little bit of water. So we're going to run power out that way. Do you have a... Okay, there's your storages. Okay. So let's just say that we come over here first and do a little train and adjustment first here. Smooth it out, maybe level this all out before we get started out here, right? So let's grab a spot right here. Let's level this out at about 4.2. Yeah, 4.2 meters or so. Maybe a little higher. Actually, it goes up right here. Pretty steep. There's our... Oh my god, learn which buttons you're supposed to push. There we go. So it kind of just gradually goes up the hill here. We're going to make that a lot less gradual. And this is absolutely just going to chunk up to a cliff up in the back here somewhere, I think. That would like a nice big old flat building space here, right? We're just going to take out all this vegetation so we can see what we're doing. Bring this up so it's nice and flat right up to that edge. Beautiful. Then we're going to hope we don't have to do anything up this hill behind it, right? What do we got? New vehicle, boxcar for livestock. Okay, that's not what I was hoping the message was for, but okay. I think I'd like to push this back. Basically, I don't know, to about here, I think. That should work okay. Well, let's grab our favorite tool, the runway. We'll grab ourselves a nice fat dirt runway here. We're just gonna go like that and flatten her out. Just kind of go right along there. That looks wonderful, beautiful. Thank you. Push it on in. Thank you. Push it on in. All right, and we'll have to get this edge to where we need it a little bit better. Because that's right there. Looks good. We're going to go all the way over to like here-ish somewhere. We're just going to say, yeah, would you flatten that all down for us? Thank you. We'll just kind of move that camera around a little bit so we can flatten her out a little better. Beautiful. Oh, you didn't want to build it, but whoops. That looks wonderful. I like it. Yeah, extend it out a little further here. Suck it all down a bit. Oh, you gotta love it. Perfect. And then we can take and pull our rail out here for our coal. It can come over here and go somewhere into our power station where we were gonna put it. Where is our points at for this guy? I don't remember where it was. Well, it's somewhere over here, right? Okay, so we still got that one there. We want to do... Somewhere in here was 1500-ish. I think we got one way off. Oh, no, there it is. Okay, so right here was where we're looking. Delete that last point. There we go. Now we got 1500 right about here. So let's see if we can get some rails over here. And we'll just bring these over this way. Right along the edge here seems like a wonderful time. Oh, to about there looks good. We'll grab this guy and bring him alongside. In you go. You can come over here as well. I'm still confused about my rail network just because I haven't really thought it through on doing it as two-way trains instead of one-way. But hey, it's okay. Oh, look, he did one of those. How nice of him. Now, if we come up this way and we just put a crossover maybe here, that'll work okay. Thing is, we don't want it coming backwards through this thing. So this part does kind of need to function correctly, so it should be... You can go out this way, or you can go out maybe on this track instead, right? Let's cancel that. Let's have you go to the outer track instead. And we'll see how stuck they get trying to come back through here, right? And in theory, they're going to need to go onto this track too from here. So you should come from here-ish to there, I guess. Or do we just run it like parallel? I don't know. Let's see. Maybe we come from here over to here. If we go from here to here too. We can, but it looks really gimped for a minute there. So let's see what can we do to fix that. Can we get a decent angle in there? That'll work. And if we did that, then we can remove you. Let's try it again. something not quite so dumb looking. Beautiful. I think what it'll do is just kind of bring this right on up here. I mean, not that far. Bring it in here and we can bring them together there. That way this will be somewhat properly signaled through here, I guess. Because we really only want them going in there, not out. But that should let them get through this part here. Like that. And then this here can be doubled up maybe. Or are you too close? You're a little too close there. Oh well. I guess we'll just do it from that side. Beautiful. Looks fantastic, I swear. The same thing here. This is going to be coming out of the coal plant, so we'd like it to be able to go everywhere, right? So I don't know if we can pull that out on just a couple tracks here. May need to split this off into two maybe instead. Let's see. That kind of works. What about over here? Can we do that? Can you give me? No. Can you give me where I want? No. Can you give me where I want? I saw it. You're being stubborn. Stop being stubborn. There we go. I think we can work with that. And we'll go ahead and signal it here to go only that way. This one here, we'll get to two-way, that way, there. That's fine. These probably all need a signal on them as well. We can get them in there. Should only have them, let's see. No. Let's see. You pre-signal these? Is that going to work? No. Because that's still two-way. I don't want two-way. We'll just break these up at the blocks then. With just normal. And hopefully they can figure their shit out and do it the right way. There's a lot of trees over here now too. I think that'll work. Maybe one more split there somewhere. But later on we'll worry about that. And this here should be two-way, two-way. Sure, why not? I think that'll be okay. Had a fire got extinguished, that's fine. There was a building on fire, that's fine. How are we doing on these? Are they built yet? Almost. They're just waiting for concrete, it looks like. And what about this other one? You are nowhere near finished. Okay, perfect. Let that keep running then. So what I'm thinking for the rails coming through here then. Oh, and all this rail's the wrong type, isn't it? That's all got to be electrified railway, I think. Of the good kind, so. Since we're not using any of it, we might as well just do this while we're here. And we'll let the construction train work on all that while we're fatsing about in the other end. All that should be, this should all be. And then we'll let him work on that while we're faffing about over here somewhere. How's this looking? Okay, you're almost out. Are you gonna go or are you stuck? No, you're gonna go. You're absolutely gonna go and run into this guy, aren't you? No, you're gonna make it. It looks okay. Good. He's coming to build this. Okay. Now that he's done with that, we'll let him work on all this down here. And he can just build away to his heart's content, right? Alright, so building is on fire. What building would that be that's on fire? You'll be fine. God, I hope you are fine, because that is like the big supermarket that feeds everything around here. Please get their fire trucks quickly. Thank you. If these guys had learned how to yield, it would help. Okay. I was gonna, while I was here, get some of these paths upgraded too. Just so that, you know, want maximum reach on all our buildings as far as peds walking. Alright, so let's go over here to our spot. Now, our power plant is going to sit, oh, I don't know, somewhere here. Probably that way. And then we want a train station to unload the crap here for it. No, we need trains. We need a aggregate unloader. I don't think it needs to be quite that big. Actually, I think we want this a little different too. You. We'll go ahead and put this guy in maybe this way. Might be better. I'd like the power connections to point that way. So that way. And we want storage for it first, right? Let's get that in first. Aggregate storage is, I don't know, probably something ginormous, just so we never have to worry about it, right? Like, you know, a fat 3,000 tons. See, where's your out? There's the outports on that. Okay. So maybe this away? Ah, there is one with one. Okay, so maybe we don't need to do that way. We can just do it like this. We can just have this guy kind of stuck in maybe there. And we got a nice big fat storage for our big fat coal plant. Let me look again here and see. Or we could do it maybe a little different. Maybe like that would be better. Would that interfere with it less, more, or in different amounts? Probably more. No, I think this over here is okay. Like this. So let's get the rail up to it here. You're going to go over here somewhere. Maybe a little bendy so you kind of look like you're normal. And then we'll make sure that the train gets in there is plenty long before it hits a junction this time. We don't have that nonsense going on. And we can have like that. Yeah, I'm okay with that. And then this needs to go up here somehow. Back here maybe. Bring it back a little bit forward, a little bit back, a little bit more, a little bit less, you know. Let's actually not do that one. Cancel that, please. Let's bring these guys out straight first. Out to there probably is okay. Let's bring you past here a little bit, and then we can hook it up a little better. Bring it back to there. Oh, come on. You should fit there. You should have no problem fitting here. There we go. Yeah, I'm okay with that. So there's our coal supply coming in. Looking good. Looking fantastic. All right. We'll go ahead and say that that is okay to start building. So they can get on that. All right, what else does our coal plant need? Well, it needs water from somewhere, so probably up in the hills here we could maybe get some water for it, and it probably needs sewage to go out too. So there's two things. Let's go ahead and clean up a poop pit here a little bit because we don't want it to go off the border. So grab our terrain here and let's level that out from the bottom here somewhere. Or about there. I'll just bring that down a bit. We don't need to be that big. Just kind of scooch that out a bit there so we have a nice straight line to work with here. Ah, fantastic. And we'll just kind of smooth that down a little bit. Just like that. Looks lovely to me. And then we can put in our poop pit here. Now, the thing is, I know it needs water. Does it need good water? Or do we... Well, I know we need some good water for the workers, right? So we'll have to make a treatment from somewhere. Probably we'll run some roads over this direction, I think, from maybe here. Yeah, probably up alongside here, I think, is probably where we're going to run road across. And that would kind of intersect right in here somewhere. If we were to bring... No. Yeah, we have to fix that first, but... Just bring that in there somewhere. This can come out here somewhere. Seems somewhat reasonable to me. Probably right about there. You can go up that way and out this way. And then this track will probably come along here somewhere. Or we may end up switching to that track instead, but... I mean... Probably could just have this come out this way too, couldn't we? That is our building. Cool. Nobody moves in. Well, we got 4 that managed to make it. All right, well, we'll do a little planning here, and then we'll work on that area. So do I want these to go in like a loop around here? Probably better. Yeah, let's do a loop for him. Nope, that's the wrong kind of rail. We need good rail. We can just kind of bring this up along this way. Kind of right along here, maybe down this way a bit. You know, as you do. Something like that. Let's get rid of this for a sec. And bring this one alongside it. On out here. All the way down here. Beautiful. Now you can come out of here and connect to there. I don't foresee them going this way, but maybe they want to at some day, so let's go and make sure they can if they'd like to. And then we'll just put in a little Jimmy Jam here like this. Worst rail system ever intentioned by anybody, and that's fine. It's gonna just be that way, and we're just gonna deal with it. It's just gonna be the anybody can go wherever the hell they want rail system. You don't like it? Well, that's your problem, not ours, right? Oh, come on, there's gotta be room there somewhere. Alright, move the road then. There, now we can put in the signal. No, just a regular septum-ware, it's fine. Just so we know where we're going. Same with you, so you know where you're going. Probably same thing here. Yep. And merge that. Make another little shindig here like this. So anybody can get to whatever track they want. And signals there and signals over here. Yeah. And about every 100 meters or so, we'll give them another one. Or every couple 100 meters. Okay. Does this need to be here for any reason whatsoever? No. So let's get rid of that. This shouldn't be here at all. Get rid of that. That's just going to cause us problems later. Yeah, that'll work. So I'll let this guy come back over here, come in here, come down here, go fill up on coal, make a loop, and we'll be good to go. And we can just absolutely cram this thing full of coal. Perfect. Now let's get this road back in where we need it. Right along here somewhere. It's going to yell and say they can't get through there, and I'm going to tell you you're lying. You can't do. You can't do. Don't tell me this. There's a way. I see it. I saw the glitter. You're lying to me. I know it's there. Maybe gotta move it back a little further. There it is. See, I knew there was a way there. Where there's a will, there's a way. Okay. Let's try there then instead. Let's try right over here. Beautiful. See, I told you it was there. I knew they were lying to me about it. Somebody was being jank. What the hell is that connection? What are you doing to me? What are you doing to me, game? That is not a proper connection, and you know it. What is this nonsense? There's no node there. Why are you being dumb? All right, pull it back to here. Throw that out of the way with the BLB in the blast water. Put it to there. Put it to there. Now, can you connect like a normal human being? Thank you. I appreciate it. Now, as far as roadworks back, we'll just kind of run her straight along here, I think is fine. I'll just take her off the grid. We don't need that for this part, right? We can kind of just swoop it along the tracks decently here. It'll give it plenty of room if we just kind of keep it out here a little bit. Oh god, that's not what we want. Just run it right along here. Probably right over here somewheres. And right on over to here. Yeah, I think I'm okay with that. So that gives us that stuff. Sewage should be pretty simple. Let's grab our waste can here, though, because we're going to need that, too. The other thing I want to put out here is a large incinerator, too. We'll go out here somewhere, because why wouldn't it? I mean, if you're going to pollute the hell out of everything, you might as well do it all in one place, right? I mean, we're a kilometer and a half from everybody, so it'll be fine. But it'll also make it so we can build the power to whatever converter in here, right? This one, once it happens. Energy to waste. That's going to come in a few years. So that wouldn't be a bad idea to have over here. If we don't do this one yet. But there's room for it now, right? And then, what else are we going to need out there? I can probably build this road back up to here then. Like that. I think I like it so far. Let's get our poop pipe out. And that can just go right here somewhere. Probably right about here would work. Nobody really gonna be driving out here. We just need to have it here. Make sure that everybody can get through here with the pipes and everything. Just like that. And then that gives us plenty of fall for any pipes we got coming in. Sewage wise, let's say we'll probably should have that stuff like right here next to it, and then it'll all cover any area we do over here. We're pushing this way, I think, with stuff. We don't really want any pollution over this way more, so we'll push it out that way. So as far as that goes, we're gonna want footpaths in here, right? And I will go mud for now. Because where we're gonna go is on this side. Okay. Something like yay. That's pretty ugly. Let's not. Nope, 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 nope. Fine. Make the path straight. There you go. Put you in. Thank you. Thank you, sir. There we go. Okay. Now, can we cancel you and you'll look stupid? No, we can't, because you're going to look stupid no matter what we do, right? Just like, nope, I'm looking stupid. I don't care. How about there? There we go. That looks better. And then as far as what we're going to do with that, we'll put a bus depot over here somewhere, right? We just need a bus stop. Doesn't have to be a big bus stop, just a little bus stop, just a little shitty bus stop in the middle of the woods. We'll probably run a treatment out here too. God, do we want to run a treatment out here? That's kind of an iffy one. Gotta have some clean water for the workers, but I don't want to haul that shit by truck. Maybe we upgrade this one and pull a line from it out there. Because this guy's pushing pretty hard now. So we may have to work with that instead. We can pull a water line way the hell over here and put it in a substation, I guess. Seems reasonable. So sub's gonna come, let's say, from that direction will be the flow. How far do you stretch anyways? 310-ish? Okay. Yeah, if we go here, that'll give us plenty of room around here to work. Like that. And a poop switch. A poop tank next to it, go that way. That should be fine. And then you need a poop switch next to that. Let's see which. You can never tell which way the damn footpath is going. There we go. Poop switch can go there. That works for me. Medium pipe, yep. Yeah. Did that connect? Okay, it did. And then that can go out over to here. Keep it neat and tidy and tight. Beautiful. And that gets it poop there. Poop taken care of. So sewage is in. That'll give us some water. Electrical, well, obviously it'll have electrical. It's an electrical building. And anything else we need there? I don't think so. For right now, we need trash here somewhere too. So probably a huge container thing if we can. If we put in the other thing later, we may need to do something different. But for right now, this should be okay. That was weird. Doesn't light up on this side, or is it just hiding? Oh, it's hiding. Okay. Well, let's bring this over first. Let's go right on down here, maybe. We'll go there. Yep, trash container can live here somewhere. Maybe a little further out. I don't know. Somewhere right here would be fine. Sure. Beautiful. I'm okay with it for now. What else do we need for our power plant? I think that's about it, actually. Seems like it. I'm sure there's something else we need that I'm not remembering, but we're going to go with it for now. So you got 2 HVs and a bunch of MV connections off you, huh? So what we'll want to do is prio switch it somewhere here, I guess. Let's see. No. Oh, here we go. Prio switch. I have no idea how these work. Anyways, you're gonna want to come in here, I guess. How? I guess somewhere over here. Yeah, that'd probably be okay if it was sitting out this way more. That gives us some room to work around with where we're going to run everything. We stick this guy kind of out here a little bit, give it a little bit of space. So let's go ahead and grab a road. Not like that. Not, oh my God, not like that. Damn it, Timmy. Why you do this to me every single goddamn time? Okay, something like that. I'll bring it back a little bit here. Oh, I don't know about there. Alright, prio switchies. Gonna come in this direction. And as far as your other feed, I'm thinking that can go like that. I don't know how exactly this works, but we'll figure it out when it's built. So we'll wait to put in any other things. What I'll probably do is put in a foreign power connection up here somewhere. Let's see, where's be a good place? Maybe we could scooch the river over there a little bit or something. Or, you know, just fill across it, because who cares about rivers? Right? Anyways, we can put a foreign power connection here somewhere and then feed it in priority into here as a second priority pole, and then maybe build another one as a priority out, as a low priority out to sell. I believe that's how it works. Could be. I don't know. Dun 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 dun. What else do we need here? For now, I think we're kind of good. People moving in bus thingy. Yeah, one of those things. I suppose we'll bring him by bus. It'd be a hell of a bus ride to get him over here, though. I mean, you're talking pulling from like here. That's definitely a bus ride. You know what might work better? Haven't tried them yet. I've heard that the cable cars are really good, though. We could try them, maybe. Never tried them. Are they in here somewhere? No, it's footpaths. Oh, they're there. Cableway. Okay, so you had this small station, right? Okay. Apparently you have a factory connection to him, too. That's weird. So if you had this guy here, right? Is that how you do it? Are we doing the thing, right? I mean, if we're gonna rebuild this sector as having like high pop, though, is having good populated buildings in there, seems like this would be a natural place for it. We can get rid of this. This doesn't do anything, right? Let's see how this thing works, right? So we want a cableway in here, facing this way-ish. Maybe that way would be better. Kind of like it'd be squared up to everything here. So let's just imagine it goes there, right? And we'll just say, no, that's not what we want. We didn't want power cable. Wanted a road, thank you, game. Trying to do things that are weird. Don't be doing that. Oh, here maybe? And we go in there? No, you're too big. Okay, fine. Move the road down a bit. Delete the nodes because it likes to put them everywhere. Okay. Something like that. To have a footpath in here or whatever. So if we definitely want footpath connection over to here, because that connects up to everything, right? Might as well build them good while we're doing them. Do the bricky ones. Like that. Okay, now how does the cableway work actually is the question, right? So you have poles. Uh-huh. And they get really short or really tall. Okay, gotcha. How far do they reach is, I guess, the question, right? Too low. Too low. So is that the tallest one we have? Is that one? So this is a short one, okay. Alright, so that is if you wanted a really short one. We don't want a really short one, we want a tall one. What's the difference between heavy and light, I wonder? You know, I'm not sure. But we'll look at it in just a minute. I'm going to take a quick break since Twitch has an ad break, and I will be right back. Give me about 5 minutes. Alright, sorry about that. I'm back. Yeah, that we didn't want to place, did we? So we want to go, let's say, we'll do the light cableway because I don't think we need the heavy one, right? You can go about there. Was that angle too sharp, as I was saying? Okay, so it wants to kind of go that away then. Maybe put a short one in here first and then do that. And we go with the tall one. Angle too sharp still. Doesn't like turning very much, does it? Where would you work at? There? I had it there somewhere. There it is. I think this may need to move then. Let's try this instead. Get rid of you. Come on. Yep, that goes away. This can go away too. Now we know what we need to do with it. We need to go that way. Like the right direction from the get-go, I guess, huh? So you make sure she's pointed in the right direction to go from the get-go, huh? But that should be fine there. Because we can just, you know, road it up this way. We'll worry about what it looks like in a minute. Something like that. Now the pulse can come out here somewhere reasonable. Okay, so like 130-ish meters is what it goes to, right? And this thing's gonna go forever and a day out this way. And the power lines are going to be in the way, and it's not going to like that, right? No, maybe not. Okay. No idea if this is going to be a good idea, bad idea, or worthless, or whatever. We're just going to go with it. And we'll see if it, you know, works out or not. And then we can put our stand in here for the cableway station, right? Now we probably need to get poles in here to get it up higher. That one. There we go. Oh, and you probably have to wait till they're all built to lay the cable. Okay. Well, let's give that a try and see how that works out for us, huh? And footpathies are going to be on the other side, it looks like. Which isn't ideal, but it is what it is, right? We'll go with one this way. One can go around the back 40 the other way. And this would go up here-ish, somewhere under here maybe. To get to the power plant eventually. Like that. Well within walking distance. Looks fine. Sure. Absolute waste of resources? You got it. How much do those take to work? Probably way too much for that project, but I have an idea what we're going to do with it. So we're going to drop them up here, and then I was thinking what else we could do is eventually we'll have another train coming in here. We can drop off all that sweet oil we're dumping in the other end. We can put a... Dun, 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 where you at? Refinery over here somewhere. One of these guys can go over here somewhere too. And we can stick this guy in here wherever it manages to fit, right? Maybe there-ish or something. They can get to that cableway there. I think that might be a good idea. We'll have to look in and we could load in, so do that there, say, and then put some tanks around it and have trains come in here and unload junk on this side, load junk on this side, have the fuel go off over here somewhere. I don't know where, but we'll figure out somewhere for it. Was a thought in my mind at some point because that needs a lot of workers. As far as refinery needs, how many? Where are you at? I just had you. There you are. Yeah, because you can have 500 workers in that thing. So... I think that would justify having the cableway in there. Let's make that look decent. Not janky. Something along those lines, right? And then you guys can get over to the refinery. You can get to the power plant. And you can even get to the sewage plant. over there. So, hooray. And we'll work out what we're going to do with the excess coming off here eventually. But we've already got the train over here that can load up the oil. We just need to do a little switcheroo on the pumps here. And we can send it all into here to load. Probably rebuild this as a bigger one. We can have some decent sized trains. Maybe reconfigure this so there's not going to be, because there's going to be a bad jam right here, but we'll work on that later. I think for now that should be good. Okay. So what else were we going to do? We're going to fix this with a bigger plant, huh? So, upgrading this may be a bit of a mess. More than a little. Let's see. Let's grab a treatment. The big one. The big one. If we wanted to do it that, we could do that. It would take a little bit of Meshuggah Marugan to get it fixed in there correctly. It's possible though. Or we could build it up here instead. And then kind of work on, you know, moving things backwards out of there. What is going on here? Why does it look like you're dumping sewage on the ground? Well, there's no pollution there, so I guess we can just not worry about it and ignore it. Okay. Sounds wonderful. Well, now that we've got all that said and done, let's go ahead and maybe start working on it, huh? So we'll go ahead and just do her a little bit at a time, I guess, huh? Start with this here and this here. This guy here. Might as well make this a gravel road right out the get-go. And we need to figure out roads to get into these too, don't we? This one's easy. We'll just put in a little scrub road here going like this somehow. I can just go like that. And we'll just bring one over here too. Wonderful. Now you'll get on those two. They've already decided they want to work on that one too. Yep, and they'll get them all done eventually. Since we probably will use this road for something, we should probably go ahead and just make it gravel right from the get-go, shouldn't we? It makes sense. If we're gonna have this be our main road over here. What are you doing? All right, so you guys managed to run into each other. Great. Which means this needs to go... Stop it. I hate it when it won't pick up the rail I want. Okay, rail. Give me the good stuff. That means we probably need a Schmiger Maru over here. Of some sort like that. And then we'll signal each side of it here. Like that. And then you can go ahead and go back home. Which should let you go now. Right? Yes? Maybe? You can do it. I have no idea what he's doing. He's like, I'm just going to drift along at 1 kilometer an hour until I get through this signal, I guess. I don't know. Stop, go? Maybe? No? No? Okay. Well. Maybe eventually he'll figure it out. What we should do, though, is probably well, not that one, but we just take out all these little chunks of road and connect these all up and build this into gravel a lot quicker that way, I think. That'll make that a nice quick build. And we'll just let them do this end it when they get there. Yep, gravel it all up. That's fine. Everything's graveled. Nobody cares. Just gravel it all up. Make it beautiful. Everybody will love it. Okay. Oh, they're finally figured his shit out. Okay, good. Okay. Now comes the fun part. Thing is, who knows what these guys are working on, but they're not going to be there anymore for a bit. Enjoy your new home. And they can enjoy that new home too. Goodbye. And hopefully we got enough room to get the rest of these in there too. Beautiful. Goodbye. And they're all unhappy in this building now because I moved them all over here. Let's see, what do we got going on in here now? They're all pissed off because we moved them. They'll get over it. Okay, this mess now we can clean up. And get rid of all this, that one, these guys here, this here. This little nudge there. Probably whatever this jank is too. But let's see what we want to replace that with first. Now we got that kind of all cleaned up a bit. We're going to go ahead and put in some new housing. Now, obviously, this is the best building we have right now. I don't really want to spam it everywhere, though. Kind of would be weird. But we do have these guys here that are pretty nice. Actually sneak them over this way more, I think. Probably about like that should work, I think. Enough room to have footpaths in there, fantastic. One more here. And probably one more here, I think, as well. And we'll just do a little footpath work on them here to get them connected up. Right down the middle. That's going to work there. That'll work there. Perfect. There and there. Good. And you can connect probably to that one is okay. Right there. Same thing there. This guy can just go over here somewhere. That's fine. And there as well. And a couple more here and here, right? Now, what did that gain us? I don't know, probably nothing. 126 in each of these, so that's 250, 500, and 625 people about there. Before we had about 480, I think. Something like that. So, but they're also much higher quality buildings. So I think I'm okay with it. And we'll go ahead and overload our COs some more and tell them to do more things that they're not interested in doing. So they can get going on those. And since we've negated everybody out of this area for now, we might as well do a little fixing of this path too, I guess, huh? Let's get rid of this. Because it's ugly. Nobody liked it anyways. That's the wrong type of path. Thank you very much, game. Those need to be brick. Thank you, thank you. We don't build in gravel no more. That's for the plebs. We don't do that. Since we can, we're gonna also just go along and do all these while we're in here. We're gonna tear it up. We might as well tear it up right. Can we sneak through here like this as well? Kind of, not really. Okay. Cancel that out. Man, those vehicles are goddamn loud over here. But if we did something like that and then straight out. Oh, there we go. That's it. That's the ticket right there. Okay. Okay. Now I will zoom out so everybody's eardrums can stop bleeding. Yeah. I guess a lot more people live in there, ideally. And then over here, let's see how everybody's handling this. They don't have jobs, that's fine. They'll get jobs eventually. There'll be plenty of jobs coming from this bus stop here in a minute. Where is the vehicles coming out of here going? So we don't have one pulling over here, okay. What we'd like to do then is say you guys need a bus that goes from here to the alcohol and food area. Or two. Well, where's one of these guys here, right? Would you like to give me some buses? $78, 29 passengers, or 50 passengers at 60 on that side. What do we got on this side? I think we're still working with the guy with the YA6 or whatever, the YA6. I call it the YA6 because I like calling things YA. Yeah, the YA. Less passengers, a bit slower. Let's go and grab this one. Let's grab two of them. And you are going to create me a new route from here over to here. In the market district, we will load up only workers. Please get rid of all this. Just the workers, thank you. And then no unloading there. And then here, you just unload everybody there. Perfect. Looks fine. Cancel that. Get going on the depot on that. Okay, and then this one would like you. Copy it to that one. Cancel, go to depot and just start working on that. We don't have an end stop for them there, so we're going to tell them just... Let's see, where is their gas at anyways? They go to... Where's the gas station? No, it's here somewhere. Oh, it's up here. Okay. That shouldn't be too bad. They can loop through there and get gas and then come on back out. I think this is kind of fast backwards how it goes in there, but oh well. So that should give them jobs to get in and out of here. And what else are you pissed about? Anything? Church pub, that's fine. That's going to happen. But their happiness will start ticking up once they're done being mad about being shoved into a new building. And then how is this area going here? Are we reconstructing that? Is that what's going on? Yeah, okay. good. We're getting all the roads built through. That's fine. We'll just let them keep going through with that. Is this one over here done yet? Almost. Because that one's got, what, 125 work days left. We'll wait on moving people in here till we get this bus line set up and maybe some more other jobs for them to do, but I really want them up here working on the food and alcohol plant. We can get more alky and more food coming out of here, because that is not a good number of tons. I would like more. By more, I mean a hell of a lot more, so I can stop buying that shit. All right, loyalty-wise, how's that coming along now? We've been dinking around doing some other stuff. Okay, we got some 50s. Couple. Not too many, but a couple. If we just look at our overpopulation, loyalty's at 48, so... And if we just look at our loyalty, it's been ticking up nice and slowly, you know. So that's good. Now, the good thing is the bricks, boards, and gravel is all our own locally sourced, wonderfully produced bricks, boards, and gravel. So that's all our stuff here. So we won't have to buy any of that. And we'll just let them keep working on building this. Now, you only need the power at the ends of these, I'm pretty sure. So shouldn't need it on the in-between stations, just at the ends. This is going to take a minute to build, so... But that's the idea, is that way they only have to bring the gravel to here to dump. They can't get to the other end at all. So they will build that entire road in one big ass chunk without driving up along it. Now, how have we done on activating the COs? Absolutely god awful, apparently. I need to go through and just see who's carrying shit and who isn't, because sometimes you'll have one in here that's got garbage in it that doesn't need to. This should dump out on one somewhere, but... And your constructions, you've got lots of them, so you should be heading out to get stuff and gravel and whatnot as we get to it. I don't know if you guys are not working on this yet, because you should be. Maybe that's what they're not working on. This here. Would you do that? There we go. Now everybody got activated. They're like, oh crap, we got like 1,000 tons of gravel to dump. We're off. This guy's taking an excavator out there. The other guys are using this lovely throughput gravel. I love that thing. Such a good mod of being able to do those without having to have them get blocked in there and everything. It's ticking up. See, the only thing they got now is a church or spiritual, so they're a little bit unhappy about their cultural prospects, I guess, at this point. They should have great walking distance, so like they can get to a lot of stuff. Like, I made sure that when I put that in there, there was lots of ways to get around. Most all these paths are brick now too. So they can go pretty much anywhere on brick footpaths now. This is looking much better than it was earlier, so that's good. That was absolutely abysmal before. This should be fine because this should have a good amount in it. Yep. Same with this. They're a pretty efficient construction crew. Like, they've already got a few of these done already. As far as their worker sourcing, there's not many left because we just went through and hoovered them all up for various projects. Yep. But we should see this. Damn, these guys are beasts. They've already dumped 215 tons of gravel there. That's what I'm talking about. Nope, sorry, 242. They got their shit going on. Oh, and you're being dumb and got stuck somehow, right? What are you working on? Nothing. Go back home because you're silly and not finding your way through there. Oh, it's because these are one-way signals. Okay. Go home. Come back around for another lap. You'll get it eventually. Let's make sure that this is active. God, he caused quite a plug up here. All these guys trying to get their workers over here. Clothing is one of our major exports right now, too. Okay, where are you working on? Right there? Cool beans. Gotta remember, keep an eye on that guy. Make sure he doesn't get dripped off again on me. This will probably start working into our brick supply here fairly soon. We had lots though, so I'm not worried about it. And we have absolutely coal supplied up through the Yang to make more bricks if we need them. Morning, how you doing? All right, we got it up to 55. We only got one person with no job now, so that's fine. So it's ticking up. Nope, what did we finish? Ah, this thing. Now, looks like everybody just filled that sucker right up, so I guess we don't gotta worry about that no more. Oh, not bad. Doing pretty good, just, you know, regular old day. Let's get this built through here. Just got home from work a little bit ago. Oh, they got to finish that little chunk first. Okay. Figured I'd do a little bit more on this and see if we can get a cableway over and make a power plant. It's kind of this area. So we got oil refinery area here, power plant, some other garbage to support it. Because there is more oil. I want to say, where is it? It's over here somewhere. In here. So we're kind of refinery, maybe kind of sort of halfway between them. And I was thinking we may take this track right here And maybe we'll break it down here and bring it around the bottom or something so we don't interfere in this mess here, but we'll see once we get enough trains on it to actually matter. Right now it's just getting clogged up by the construction train and not much else. This guy loves to clog things up though. There are 20 tons of clothes going out, which is our basically what we're going to export this year was clothing. Nice. I am finally in the black, and actually by a good amount in the black. Like, got the clothing factory finally kind of figured out and working correctly. So that's going. We've got food and alcohol going on up here. Once we get more people up here. It's kind of a constant struggle for that. Distributing it everywhere so we have good food. All right, so what do we got? 85 unemployed? That's not too bad. How is the pole out of here? Oh yeah, that does remind me. There is probably some research we can do. Oh no, we're doing uranium even though we're not going to use it for a while. We're just letting it roll. We're going to bump these up to 50, I think, now. I think we can bring these up to 50. Should be fine. As well as all the chillins. All the kids get taught that just be good loyal people. And the orphans as well, which are over here and here. There's so many orphans. So many orphans. Yeah, I started working on it a bit. Like, it was basically, I was kind of stuck at about 30 for a while. Then I got this guy going. Probably bring that up too. So we got this going and we just cranked it up to 100% on loyalty. And then if I look here, so we're pretty good. It's moving upwards, you know, mostly in the 40s, getting to the 50s in places. A couple of 50s down here. So yeah, it's getting there slowly but surely. Getting that productivity up. Once I started working on that, that was a lot of what got this to take off in productivity too. Like actually getting some crops used and burning through them to get some fabric and clothing done. Although still not getting this filled up. No matter what we do. No matter what I do, I still can't get that quite filled up. They'll get there eventually, right? We're doing a little rezoning of the old downtown district here to put in some nice new flats that are extremely lovely, 87%. I built one of the Ukraine DLC Dnipro ones, I guess. It's called Dnipro, I guess you would say. Which is super big with a 90% on its quality, so I guess people love that one, but I didn't want to spam them everywhere. That'd look kind of dumb. So we're going to spam some of these other ones because they look better. I like them. Looks a little bit more like what a block would look like, I think. I'm just assuming that because that was the DLC it was from. I have no idea what it looks like or where it's from. just running on the assumption that it would have to be, you know, like the stuff they put in the Ukraine DLC, I'm assuming is all from Ukraine. It would make sense. But big old long gravel road going out here. We're going to put in a cableway out to our power plant and refinery, which is kind of why I want to redistrict this area, so we can get enough people packed in here to actually do that. And then we'll probably move like these guys over to these apartments, and then we'll demolish these and redo this section as well. Your water's right there. You've got plenty of sewage connections. That should all be good. Hopefully. And you guys have all of the stuff you need. No problems here, it looks like. That looks good. Okay, good. We're expanding slowly, you know. We've basically got the oil fields way over here that are just pumping out to the border to get us more dollars at this point, until we get this whole refinery complex set up. And then I'm thinking, I don't know if I want to do another city maybe over here by these oil fields, or maybe kind of in this area, because this is like a, there's like iron, I think, over here, isn't it? Yeah, there's iron over here. I think that's it. So maybe we'll build like kind of a city. Yeah, I can put it down there. There you go. No problem. Ah, you haven't researched it yet? Okay. You aren't clogging anything too much up here. That's good. You're still working on rails. Good job. Getting it done, getting it done. Now, can we maybe, let's see, we've got, never mind, we don't have anybody that doesn't have a job anymore. It says that I do have one kid who can be in an elementary. I'm guessing that's probably here. You guys should be able to reach there fine. Maybe it's not there. Wonder where that is. Maybe they just got lost. Who knows? They just got lost on the way to school. I'm sure it's fine. Where's this guy's school at, I wonder? Ah. This is the gentleman that says he can't reach schools. Where is a school from here? Let's see. Buildings. Can you not reach a school? Got 3 of them, but let's see. This one is where? Okay, that's that one there. Okay, that one has nobody in there actually doing it. Oh my god. That one's super tightly packed in there. Oh, sure. Now you can kind of see there's the main area here. This here is the our setup where we're going to do power plant and all that stuff with the coal from over here. And then way down here we've got the oil fields are still slowly getting built up. Very, very slowly getting built up. That's about what I've got built so far. So we're going pretty dense here. You know, I'm at 8,000 people basically right here. So we're going dense, that's for sure. So how did you get cut off? Is this pathway done? Yes. Yes, yes. Could have swore they could have reached that, but maybe it's this one here. Let's get these on high pro. I don't want to cut people off from the shops too long here. We'll get that all high prioritized. And things are going pretty well. We did have a bit of happiness collapse earlier because of, I mean, I accidentally might have deleted a key critical piece of wire infrastructure that took out the entirety of the water supply to this side of the city. It was a bit of a oops. And the crime number should be slowly ticking down. We are churning through the cases pretty fast, as far as I know. Like, built a bigger prison, so we've got plenty of room in prison. I think we'll pump them up to 40. Since we deleted the other prison, we'll leave these guys pretty high. Let's see what his sentence is. Trying to get it so they get dumped out of prison basically as soon as their crime is back down to 0. Which means that our sentences are really, really short, but it's like they get in and they get back out. But they're already at 0, so having them sitting here for 5 years isn't going to do anything except make all their other stats worse. So at least that was kind of the take I've had on it. So we just jam them through the system, get them in, get them out, take care of the crimes, and it's good to go, right? But we get the crimes in, investigated, and done. Right, that's probably fine. That's not going to burn down. Fire coverage is pretty good at this point. Do also need that upgraded, please. Get that done. See if we see anybody coming to do these ones. Yeah, they're all kind of jammed in over here. Got a bit of a mess going over here. We need to clean up a bit. Yeah, we'll get there eventually, I guess. Or not. You know how that goes. We are definitely sucking the workforce dry over here. I'll look over here, though. Not too many waiting over there, so it looks like we're pulling them out of there okay. Oh yeah, and we were asphalting up here. We'll get back to that once we finish some of our current projects. It's kind of a side project up here, is that get some asphalting of the roads going on. Alright, that's looking better. That's looking much better. Kind of being wasteful with workers because I'm having them work on gravel roads and such that they don't really need to right now. But let's actually do that. I'd like to get these roads finished before we finish all the buildings. Would be good. Good, that's getting done. This one should be next. I do not know if we're going to need to rebuild this guy. We may overload these shopping centers when we move all these people in. So I was thinking we'd pull out this section here and redo it a bit. Before we moved everybody in here. Okay, you, I heard hoot again, so you're doing good. That means you're not getting stuck if you hear it hoot occasionally. That's good. Oh, nice. We got a cableway done. See, does it put up the cable already? It does. Okay. You shouldn't do any of those things. So yeah, that's actually all good and working already. Nice. New vehicle type, the Colnsisis. What is that? We go maybe here and see what that is. What are you doing sitting here? I have no idea what you're doing. What is your job and why are you sitting here? Oh, you were selling alcohol. Okay, that's right. You're fine for right now. We'll do something else with you in a minute. But what is this thing that we just saw? Oh, yeah. I want to see... What was that thing we just saw? Where'd you go? I don't see it in here at all. Was that on this side, maybe? Nope, I have no idea what it was. Okay, perfect. No clue what it was. Let's see if we can find it over here. Let's do start production year descending. Here it is. Oh, it's an open hole. Oh, it's an open hole train car. Okay. They can load stuff on. Got it. Okay. Let's see what else we got going on. More road upgrades are going in. Good. Get that done. Is this all done now? With that all done, can you actually get your kids to school still? Not quite. That's not ideal. And I don't see a good way to shorten that up at all. I don't think we can. Maybe when this little road's done? I mean, apparently they just don't have any kids anymore because they're like, yeah, they're not complaining about that anymore. Who knows? They just threw the kids out and they're like, nope, sorry, can't get you to school. Go figure it out, Junior. Okay, that one's not started yet. Good. This one's done, and they have 8 people that can't get to a church. That's fine. They can live with that. Same thing with these guys. Church, yada, 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 yada. Seems to be the normal thing is, can't get to a church. All right. But loyalty here is super good, so let's pop this back up again. We're going to go 55 in all the universities then, and schools. Everybody gets more loyal. In school, in orphanage, in prison, and where else can we do it at? This orphanage, this school, this school. Secret Service. No, 55. I think that's everywhere we can crank up the loyalty. Oh, cool. Yep, don't see any problems there. Just making them more loyal. They lose crime every time they go through. So like right now they'll lose 5% basically every day. This guy's got like 10% with, I don't know what his sentence is, but it's not very long probably. We'll see if it drops him out or not. May need to bring up the length of sentences just a touch. Because it looks like he's going in for one day and then just bailing back out. Yep, and out he went. Alright, I think we need to do one more tick up on their court sentencing here. So let's go 0.5 that. There we go. Now the medium crime guys should stay in there long enough to actually get 0 crime again. Yeah, I'm sure it does. I would bet there's all kinds of architecture over there. Hey, we got some uranium research done. What are we doing now? Sure, television station. Get on it. Sounds great. Student loyalty, let's bring that up to like 40-ish. Sounds good to me. But overall crime seems to be pretty decent, 1 to 2%. I don't think we're going to get much lower than that. That's just going to be something to deal with. As far as everything else, it looks like good to go. Oh, this one's almost done. Get that little section done. This one is also almost done. I can be notified when those are done so we can immediately shovel some people into them and move them from somewhere else and do a little workaround on the other places here. This doesn't look like it's doing too bad. I don't even remember what was here, but let's just clean this up since it's not being used anymore, right? I'd say I don't think anybody's walking through here right now. There's gonna be somebody that doesn't like this adjustment, but it's happening anyways, whether they like it or not. Clean up the road here, get rid of any little things in here that don't need to be in here. Oh my god, look at all the segments in there. That's ridiculous. And I think I'd like this to come out like this instead. So we're going to absolutely obliterate this guy for a minute. So that still gets that connected. Get rid of this little extra piece here. That doesn't need to be there. Those don't need to be there. This is all going away too. Probably that as well. Okay. Actual thing you need to have doing here. So even after wiping all that out, it still reaches all the way over to these guys here. And almost down to there as well. Now, as far as you, where do you go to your groceries? So you can go to that one down there, that one over there, or this one up here. So you've got plenty of room to get yours. I'm just not really sold on this guy. I don't know what to do with him, though. Let's see. We wanted to build another one of these guys in here. How would that look? Your connection is there. You could do that there. Honestly, would probably fit just fine right there, huh? Does it only have one connection? Interesting. I thought it had two. Do I want to do that? Nah, I think we'll just leave this one for now. It's fine. I'm going to actually maybe just wrap this guy around here somewhere. Turn off that so it can actually work. Don't like that. Cancel that road, please. That road looks awful. Cancel it quickly. Try that again. No, not power lines. Road, please. I am much more happy with that. Okay, go ahead and get that high priority because we want to put it back in. Put this in proper, like something like that. So this is like a city I have of like 8,000 people here, right? And then if we look at how big that is compared to the map, let me turn off the grid so you can see. This is the map. So there's definitely room for more than a few cities. Like you could build multiple gigantic cities on here pretty easily. Yeah, it's pretty big. It's, I think, what did I read somewhere that somebody equated it like when they do terrain maps and import them into the game, they use like a 34 square kilometer map or something is kind of what they figured out to be close to 1-to-1 for it, you know? So yeah, it's definitely pretty big. Okay, these are almost done. That's good. Yeah, and like the biggest ones I've seen, and at that point, it's one of them ones where you basically come against the hardware limit, not against the actual games limit. So I've seen some examples of like 400,000 people, but you basically just have to, you can't do it anymore because your computer can't run it anymore type thing, you know. You run against the simulation can't handle anymore because your hardware can't handle anymore. So you go till the FPS drops to 1 and then you're like, well, that's like as big as she gets. Yeah, they've been working on it from what I understand. It's like, it's not the best optimized game, but it's pretty well optimized, you know. And they're doing what they can when they do patches and stuff to optimize it, so. Alright. Construction train is still doing his thing, so that's good. He's still got lots of work to do, but he's doing his thing. Looks like you guys are heading way out there now. Oh, no problem. Anytime. I really enjoy it. It's one of them games, if you like city builder type games, you will probably like this one, you know. It's just one of them like that. Let's see, where do I want to put this in there? I suppose we could just do like this would work. Oh my god, that's terrible. There we go. Yeah, and there's definitely a lot more going on under the hood economic-wise than City Skylines. As far as each person has jobs, those jobs produce things, you have to get the workers there, you have to provide them with water, sewer, garbage, you know, all that stuff. There's just a lot more to each system, it feels like, than, especially in Cities 2. I haven't played the first one in ages, so I would bet there's probably mods that make it kind of the same, but yeah, there's definitely a lot of fine grain in this one. And there's almost like 2 ways you can play it. So you can play it on the normal difficulty, which basically means you can plop down a building, then you can pay to construct it and it just kind of, you know, magically builds. Or you play on like the realistic mode like I am. So when you build a building, you have to have trucks that bring materials that you buy at the border to bring in to drop off there, and then it gets built by workers, and so that you have kind of a, you know, it's not like it's easy or anything like that, it's just less stuff to think about, I guess is the best way to put it. All right, where are we doing now? So these guys are basically all happy now. They just had to get, you know, stop being angry about being shoved out of their current home, put in a new one. Let's put the roads back in for these guys now that they've finished this big gravel road. And so they can build all these along here. And get our cableway all put together and start working on the aggregate storage and everything for that, and our switches and power plant and everything over here. Oh, nice. They're already getting this thing done too. Sweet. Oh, I suppose we do want this done, don't we? Let's get all these tracks done too. Won't need them for a bit, but it's best if they're just, you know, slowly built up while we're waiting in the background. Where is the construction train anyways? Oh, there he is. He's going back home. Building's burning down. Nothing new there, right? Let's see. We were gonna fix this, weren't we? That should be okay. Maybe we could go here, here. Kind of make this look a little less janky somehow or another. Not really sure how, but maybe we can. That definitely is not qualifying as less jank there. Autosave scaring me. Might as well do something like this. That first. Bring you maybe up here. Put in a more normal looking corner here maybe. Get something that looks a little less weird. Maybe like that. This one's just going to be awful unless we get rid of this path. So let's see, where do we want to go from there then? I don't know, because I don't know what I want to put in here. I want to put something in there. I don't know what yet though. Those should get this all connected up a little bit more reasonably though. So that's what we're going to go with for now. Okay. We're absolutely sucking our workforce dry, so we're not producing anything right now. But once these finish, we'll have another, 100 or 250 people coming in, so that'll work. That'll help out. This is good, though. We are basically, all of our trucks are busy in both COs, so that's pretty good. Who's sitting here still? The rollers? Oh, no, our road cranes. Why are cranes sitting there, I wonder? Oh, I know why. Don't do that. No, I guess that's fine, but did we not sell all our crap cranes yet? No, we didn't. Not anymore, it's not. There he is. Wonder what he's going for now. You guys are absolutely wasting workers here. Yep, you can go away. No more steam, no more Yuri steam cranes. We want these ones to be used. But I don't know if they'll not. I wonder if it's because they're with this checkbox, if they're not going there or not. Let's uncheck it and see. Yep, there they go. Okay. We didn't have heavy and duty enough trucks to haul them is what's going on. And so they were waiting for a truck to pick them up. They can't be picked up by a truck. Yada, yada, yada. So let's go ahead and maybe get a couple more. I think. Grab a couple of them guys and get them in so we have more cranes hauling around. How is food and stuff going on up here? Oh, that's pretty abysmal. Please tell me we got a bus bringing people in right now. Nobody. 3. Oof. That's pretty ugly. Well, we'll just keep an eye on it. That is not good looking, though. Need an influx of people to work these jobs, man. Come on now. That's why we built like 4 flats right around here, was to do that stuff. Come on now. Thankfully, if they get too busy on the food, they will stop and just get it at the border. So if we get too much, if we don't produce enough food, they just run over and grab it from the border and start buying it again. So I ran into that mistake the first time, and I was like, oopsie. Kind of starving a bunch of people. That doesn't bode too well for our population growth. All right, what are you doing now? You got confused again. Okay. Back home. Make another lap at it. He gets confused at this because of the one-lane junction. He can't go backwards out of it. He's like, but I can't get back to where I want to go because none of this is built yet. And it's bad. So he just gets stuck there. They definitely do not like building like one-way railroads. Doesn't work too well for them. That's the problem, those now that we told the road cranes they could go, now the excavators are going to be like, oh, I can get there at 14 kilometers an hour. And he is going to drive all the way over to here. I'm just like, way to go, bud. Perfect. You're going to get there about the time this is done. Good job. Meanwhile, there's 3 guys waiting to haul people around. Oh, got stuck again. Back you go. Now where are you going? Alright, you're gonna go to this track now? Okay, I guess that's a track you could go to. Why don't you do this and this and this and this and stuff first? I'd like to get those all done too. And even before that, you could do those little crossovers would be good too. And you can worry about other stuff. How are we doing on stuff to do here? You got quite a bit going on, that's for sure. Ooh. Wait, what? Okay, we shouldn't be missing boards, but apparently we are. Let me see something here. I think we're going to sell one of these excavators. And I would like to give me another open hole, please. You see more of these guys in general, I'm guessing, huh? We'll have one more in there. It's not quite getting the resources there quick enough, right? They are just delivering it too many places. Probably all down here is what they're doing. I'm sure is what's taking so long. Let's bump these guys up on high prio so they stop wasting workmen here. what they're doing is they're putting, having people work here, but nothing's there to work. So, like, this needs to be done. Those all need to be done real quick here so we don't have any missing roads. All that done. Let's get these done too. Basically, we're waiting for this 1.5 tons of steel to get here. And it's just not yet. There isn't like a jam at the customs house, is there? No, it's all okay. It's all looking okay over here, so that's good. Where's our construction choo-choo man over here doing? Oh, he's working down here. Okay, that's going along smoothly, it looks like. You know what we should do to him, though, is... Oh, those are signals. Okay, never mind. He's okay. He can work on that. So much work to do. I think here maybe we get rid of a few of these guys, or we build our construction office with nothing but open holes. Is what seems to be the options here. Like, that's what seems to be holding us up right now, is the open holes, but maybe not. Oh, there we go. This is finally getting done now. Okay. So you're not allowed to move into there yet. Same with this one when it gets done. Okay, not allowed to move into there yet. Now, we're going to take all you guys, and you get to move into here. And then bye-bye. And you guys can all move into there as well. Okay, that one's full. Move into this one. And that one can go bye-bye. And hopefully there's enough room for you guys to go into this one. Not quite. Okay. But nobody's allowed to move into there either. We are restructuring this area. Move these footpaths out of here. Get this all cleaned up a bit. Like so. We may even, since it's here and we're doing it, let's clean this up a bit too. All right, man. Well, you have a great day at work. Yeah, I'm gonna probably go for maybe, I don't know, another half hour or so is all. Got work in the morning too, so, you know, can't stream too long. Sounds good. I will clean that up a little bit just so it's not quite so ugly looking. And then with that, we can maybe, we'll get some more in here once we get these guys built up. I'm thinking we'll put one here. Oh, sure. Here, I'll hide them. Where's it at? Go away. No. There we go. And most of the time I try not to leave the mini-map open. So if we do it this way, what can you guys reach from here? Okay, from there they could reach the school. So I wonder if we gave them... Got an idea. We're going to cut some time off their commute here a little bit. Let's see, where are they? You too, man. You too. Have a good day at work. Here we go. No. Where's the Keys Playgrounds? That one? I think that's the big one. So if you didn't know, playgrounds are broken. What you can do is this. You can get this guy in here now. Now I bet you that he has a bit longer of walking space all of a sudden. Where's that damn school at? Down there. Okay, there it is. So like now this guy can reach the school down there because he just basically got an extra 20 meters out of that, or 100 meters out of that playground right there. Can't quite do it there yet. About up there? That way? No, that's longer. About down here? Absolutely can there. Okay. Now they can reach there. Don't give me that crap you can't build because of infrastructure. I know you can fit in there. Well, lying. Don't lie to me like that. All right, there we go. That should get everybody in there. Now, the question is, are they going to be able to get the services? What's the walk look like? Hey, everybody can get everywhere. Perfect. What I'm really looking at is right here. See whether they can get to the school or not is where I'm really looking at for them. So, but we got that all figured out. These guys we're going to spend for right now, though. We got too much other crap going on, so we're not going to build them right now. We will build the footpaths, though. These are allowed to fill up now. That's fine. And whichever one's going to get done next, which is probably this one, it looks like. Yeah. That one or this one. We'll see who gets done first, right? Happiness isn't the best, but crime has went down from 1,000 something times to 458. Low government loyalty somewhere. I don't know where that is. But you know, a rival to an orphanage is slowly ticking on us for whatever reason, because it just never goes away. I don't know. This construction mission down here is still going on. They haven't started on the power plant yet, so that's got a ways to go. Cableway poles are kind of going in slowly. It looks like he's getting into these now eventually. So things are getting done. I haven't connected this because I don't want him using this as a shortcut road right now. We will eventually, but we'll build it as a nice road when we do. Like, I think eventually this road will come through, like, maybe here and just go straight across or something, but haven't decided on that yet. Oh good, this one's almost done. Once this guy's done, we can move all the people out of that other little shack. Alright. You guys are moving out. Over here. There we go. You do not allow people to move in for now because I want to save you for other things, but then we can get rid of this little shanty here. And then I think we're going to do a little footpath cleanup here too, so this should be interesting. We get rid of this. I don't know if I need this one through here or not. Maybe. I think it'll be okay. What we're going to put here is probably one of these anyways, so we can put that like here. I think. Should be able to sneak it in there somewhere. Okay, it does look like we need to take out that footpath. So get rid of that. There we go. Now it'll fit in there nicely. And tuck it into that corner as best we can. Right about there. Well, it looks pretty good. And we could kind of maybe make this go right along here like that. Yep, I'm okay with that. Let's get all this done. You are going to be paused though. I don't want you to build. I don't want you to build, or you. Perfect. Then that way when we build this segment, we can start working on emptying these guys out. Basically, we're taking a 80 building with a max quality of 82%, I think it is, or 85. We replace it with 126 people at a quality of 87. So very expensive upgrade, but it's an upgrade, right? Definitely got some issues going on here. What is that on the... What is this? Oh, it's one of them little tiny cars. Okay. It's one of them little tiny police cars. Like, what is this thing? Their little baby police cars are hilarious looking. I think it's the Secret Service. Yeah, they use them. Look at these little things. They're super funny looking. Yeah, he's smaller than a person and feels like. Mostly this is just plugged up because of the amount of construction we've got going on right now. And all the buses coming through trying to deliver workers, and everything just gets a little mixed up in the sludge, right? Food isn't too terrible. Still don't have the greatest number of workers here, but it's getting there eventually, I guess. It's taking its sweet old time to do so. Ever get this done? No, not yet. Speaking of which, are you stuck somewhere, construction train, or are you doing things down here? Okay, you're down here working. Make sure he's not getting stuck somewhere doing nothing. It's a bad habit of doing that. See, I was thinking just with the number of these guys I have here, I think we're going to sell a couple of them, right? Let's go ahead and sell like maybe, I don't know, 2 of these guys. And then I want to purchase me a couple more of these. Get a couple more open holes, so we have about 5-ish in there. That should help out with the brick and board delivery for paths and stuff. Yeah, it's coming along though. We're up to 8,200 people. 92% health, so that went back up. That's good. Our biggest problems are strokes and heart attacks, which are, you know, whatever. I don't think he knew a whole lot about them. And then other than that, our happiness is slowly ticking back up. How is our loyalty looking here, though? Let's see. You can see loyalty is picking up. We're in 50s all along there. Looks like most everything is pushing above the 50% mark now. We've even got some in the 60s. That's great. Which means that we can look at these, make sure everybody has a high loyalty for teaching there. Looks good. We're researching the TV station, which even more so will push loyalty up. Yeah, things are looking pretty good. So next episode, we'll probably get into finishing this power plant, hopefully. I may do that off camera and just get this all built up so we can work on getting it running, check out the cableway, all that. But that's going to be it for me tonight. I wanted to thank everybody for watching, and I will see y'all next time. Have a good night.